Okay, good morning, guys. This is me again, the author and the founder of Trade Like Banks Namibia. So let's get right into it. We're going to be talking about the notes that I sent you earlier. We're going to be talking about pips, currency pairs, lot sizes, spread, and leverage. Okay, so what is a pip? A pip is the measure of price movement in a currency pair. Okay, it's a measure of price movement in a currency pair. Let me just get right into practicals here. If you open your MetaTrader 4, all right, if you open your MetaTrader 4, any currency pair, if you open any currency pair, you see there are a lot of currency pairs here, but the most traded currency pair is the Euro USD. So let's open that chart. Since the markets are closed, it's a weekend, you won't see any price movement. Let me just move this guy this side. Okay. Now, if you look closely, always focus on the numbers after the comma or after the full stop. You see the numbers on the right, 1 point. Always don't consider the 1 point. Just start calculating or doing your calculations from 09980. It can be any, okay? So you focus on the numbers after the comma. They are about 5, okay? They are about 5. So what is 1 pip? 1 pip, if you can see the red line, which is on 1.09787, okay? If you can just focus on that number for now, for demonstration purposes, how would you calculate the number of pips between the red line and the gray line? The gray line is at the price of 1.09756. So what is the difference in pips on those two? You just pull out your calculator. Remember, always ignore the 1 point. Just start counting from the first number after the comma. So we go like 09787, 097, 097, 9787, 9787, okay, minus 09756. Okay, the difference between those two is 30 pips. Okay, 30 pips. That is how you calculate your pips. That is how you calculate how much the market is going to move. All right, so that's on the pips. In regards to pips, okay, pips are the last numbers after the comma. In order for you to calculate how much the market is going to move, you calculate, if it's a buy, you start from bottom to top. If it's a sell, you start from top to bottom. Because when a market is in a buy, it means that the prices are rising. So you calculate from the bottom to the top. If it's a sell, it means that the prices are falling. So you need to calculate from the top to the bottom. All right, very important, very simple. It's good to have a video because you can always play it over and over again until you can understand. All right, let's get back to what's the second topic. What is a currency pair? A currency, you see, Forex is all about comparing two currencies, because that's why it's called foreign exchange. Forex stands for foreign exchange, so it's all about calculating or measuring two currency pairs. Let's go back to our MetaTrader 4. The first chart you'll see, it's all about currency pairs. All right, on the left hand side of the screen, it's all about comparing two currencies, from Euro USD, from GBP USD, from USD JPY, which is Japanese yen. It's all about comparing currency pairs. Okay, that's what currency pair stands for. When I say open a currency pair, it means you need to open a currency pair based on those on any currency pair you are instructed to open. All right, so now those are currency pairs. Okay, there's nothing more or less about that. On your MetaTrader 4, how do you now? I hope the audio is okay now. I hope the audio is okay. All right. On your MetaTrader 4, how do you add and subtract currency pairs? Okay, what you need to do. This is for Android. I have Android. I don't have an iPhone. For iPhone users, but it's just basically the same. Okay. On the top right hand corner, you will see a plus sign and a pencil. Okay, a plus sign means you want to add a currency pair, another currency pair. The pencil means that you want to add it, either remove or add another currency pair. Let's say now we are only trading the Euro USD on that specific day. So what do? We remove all the other currency pairs. So you just press on your pencil. Once you press on your pencil, it will look like this. Okay, so what is next? You click on the top right, you see a little icon that looks like a dustbin. So you click on it, and then you just highlight all the other currency pairs. You highlight them, then you click on the dustbin again, and then they are all removed. All right, then you go back, and then now you only have the Euro USD, because if you have a lot of other currency pairs on it, they'll just become a distraction. Okay, they'll just become a distraction. So that's basically on currency pairs. Now what's the next issue? Let's talk about lot sizes. Okay, now lot sizes, this formula is very important. Where's the calculator? Okay, this formula is very important. How do you know what is the maximum lot size, or let's say the limit, but rather the maximum you can use depending on your balance? So let's say you have a $45 account. What you do, you take 45, divide by 100. The answer you get is 0.45. That is the maximum allowable lot size you can use on your account if you have a $45 account. Okay, so once you find out that your maximum is 0.45, and then you go to your MetaTrader 4. On your MetaTrader 4, it should look like this. Okay, before you go in a trade, now you know that your maximum allowable lot size is 0.45. So on the top right hand corner, you want to start now with trading. So you click on the top right hand corner, there's a plus, there's a little symbol there with a plus sign in the middle. So you click on it, this will come up. Okay, this will come up. So the number in the middle, 1.00, what do you do with it? You just tap on it. Basically just tap on it, and then you press this. You see that button next to number 3. You just, once you press on it, everything should go to 0. So then it has cleared all the other numbers. So then you press again 0.45 if you're on a $45 account. So per $10 account you use 0.10, per $20 account you use 0.20, per $50 account you use 0.50, per $100 account you use 1, per $500 account you use 5, per $1,000 account you use 10. I'm talking about lot sizes. Okay, so remember this. Just always take your balance. If you have a $500 account, this is your trading account, not your personal bank account. Okay, this is your trading account. You take 500. If your balance is 500 on your MetaTrader 4, let's go to that. This is a demo account. Okay, this is a demo account. What's the balance on this demo account? It's 100,000. So what do? I take 100,000, then I divide it by 100. That's the formula. The formula is balance divided by 100, and then you get 1,000. But unfortunately, on MetaTrader 4, if you are trading, it can only allow you a maximum of 100. Okay, so with this account I'll have to open 100 lot sizes times 10 of them to make up 1,000. Okay, that's in regards to lot sizes. Lot sizes also determine how much you want to multiply your profits based on the number of pips that are moving. Okay, now let's say the market, let's go back here. Let's say the market moves 250 pips and you have a $45 account. Let's say the market moves 250 pips and you have a $45 account. So what do? You take 45, divide by 100, and then you know that, oh, okay, I'm supposed to use 45 as a lot size. So now you take 0.45 lot size, and then you multiply it by 250 pips. Okay, so that means if the market moves 250 pips on your $45 account and you are allowed to use 0.45 as a lot size, so your lot size multiplied by the number of pips that the market moved, so it means you have just made 112.5 either US dollars, euros, or British pounds, depending in what currency your account is with your broker. Okay, so that's it on lot sizes. Remember, balance divided by 100 will give you your allowable lot size depending on your balance. Okay, so now what is leverage? Leverage is basically your allowable, to make it simple for you guys. I know the explanation on the screenshots I sent. I know the explanations are a bit, you find it a bit tricky, like how is it possible that a broker will give you a loan? So don't focus on that. That will just confuse you. Okay, it's not an actual loan that you have to apply for. It's basically just leverage is your allowable risk. The more leverage you have, the larger lot sizes you can use. Remember, if your lot size is very small, you won't make money. Let me explain how. For example, let's go back to 250 pips. If the market moved 250 pips and then you multiply that, let's pretend you're only allowed to use 0. You have let's say you're only allowed to use 0.01 lot sizes. So that means you'll only make 2.5 US dollars, euros or pounds. Okay, that's what most traders do. That's what most technical traders do. That's why we encourage all our students to at least have a high leverage. When you have a high leverage, it means you are allowed to use larger lot sizes, even on a small account. If your leverage is 1 to 888 or more, okay, and you have a $45 account, let's say you have two people, they both have $45 on their account. Person A has a low leverage, which means he's only allowed to use maybe lot size 0.1. okay, then you take 0.1 multiplied by 250 pips. That means that person will only make $25. Now let's say you have person B, who's a student of Trade Like Banks Namibia, who has a high leverage and who is allowed to use 0.45 on a $45 account, and then he multiplies that by 250 pips. So that means a student of Trade Like Banks Namibia will make 112, while a normal technical trader would only make $25. So you see, with our leverage requirement, you can make more money using a small account. Okay, even if you have $50 and you are trading gold, you're allowed to use 0.5 and you can turn it around into 200, while a normal technical trader who has a low leverage of even 1 to 50 or 1 to 100, they will be limited by their lot sizes, because your lot sizes are very important. The higher your lot size, the more money you can make. Okay, at the end of the day, we are here to make money. We're not here to play games. Okay. Okay, that's about it. Leverage. Okay, that's about it on these topics. So take them seriously. They are very, very important. Play this video over and over again until you can understand it. All right, now let's go to this very important app. Can you see on the bottom left of my screen? It's written investing.com. all right, investing.com. You can find it on your Google Play Store or your Apple App Store. Okay, I don't know how they call it on Apple, but yeah, once you open it, once you install it, it will ask for you for this agree to our terms and conditions and policy. What you do, you just basically click on agree, and then it will start loading. Okay, once it loads, in the middle, the bottom part of the screen, in the middle, you click calendars. Okay, I'll do a separate video on this app alone, but for now, stay curious. Okay, it's good to be curious. That way you're eager to learn. All right, this is our secret weapon. Okay, it's no more a secret, but yeah, it helps us on trading, on knowing when to trade and when not to trade. Okay, thank you for coming up to the end of this video. It's very beneficial for you to learn everything. So God bless you. All right, thank you.